Yeah. Yeah. One thing to keep in mind. I ain't Goku. I ain't Jesus either. You know, I do live the best I can to be like he would be if he was me, but I ain't him. He ain't me. And but without him, I could not be. This is something I say a lot. I've seen a lot of stuff about, but it's just what I happen to notice because, damn, things are really starting to get extravagant to an extent about how much can you know. Yeah, spent a day doing what had to be done, and I spent about 20 minutes. I spent a lot more than that, about 2 hours, sometimes more, depending on the day, hanging out with y'all. But what I'm going to tell you is, altered states do try to go back to the beginning and found out that ain't a pleasant place to be for a human. Only the Creator can handle that. And I also, excuse me, I also know my lighting isn't good. But other than that, the universe would not be if something wasn't more powerful than it is. So the universe was created by something that's more powerful than the universe itself. We have a hard time thinking beyond our speck of dust, planet Earth. Even our neighborhood. Do you have any idea how powerful Daddy is? Hulk and Wolverine, they're both good guys, normally. Wolverine seems to have had a more control over himself in that particular video. But neither one of them is going to lose. Hulk don't lose. He tires out eventually. If you stay down long enough, he gets tired of being angry. Wolverine wakes up and says, "What the fuck happened? I don't die either." You know. Why are we fighting? Good question. Oh, Goku tells you, except he didn't know it either. But his storyline tells you there's always something that wants something for nothing. And you don't get that for long. By the way, whatever, my face hurts. I got my skull's rotting from the inside, right about there. I got a rotten space. Yeah, okay. Is it gonna kill me? No, it's not cancer yet. I got a lot of worries, but I got a lot of things to do too. How do you think we managed to get the job done? Because we had to. Most of Daddy's servants actually understand that, but most of nature itself is not capable of understanding. The 1%, we're dealing with that at the moment. The 1% can be your savior or it can be your death sentence. It depends on how it all works, and it's very complex, and I'm not even going to try and get into that right now because the United States tax codes could fill a building if you made it large like I would. They make it fine print. I'd make it 20 font. So the people who can't see fine print could see it. In their time, they don't need to see it. We'll take care of them. But you don't. Yeah. Yeah. I know I'm not the only one to mention Rome, but I did talk about peacocky. We love our feathers. But if you can't afford, if you're playing games, which they are, you ain't gonna have a hell lot of feathers. By the way, I still remember being a kid. I saw myself in the mirror today, and I was like, I like the way I look, but I guarantee you ain't gonna get a job looking that way because you're not allowed to do that unless you're an actor or something. You're not supposed to look this way. Most people nowadays don't have any hair at all. They sheared it all off. That's what it's supposed to be. Somehow I had to find a way to look the way I do. And I got now 200 videos going. This is going to be 201. So if I have to cut my hair to achieve an end, Samson did his job. He was a young boy. I was born here back then too. And I did cut my hair a couple of times along the way to get to where I'm at. But you need to be you. And I need to be me. And nature doesn't always agree with that. You actually have to flow with nature. They're going to argue about everything. And Daddy said that's okay. Remember, Daddy kicked Satan out to create the universe. Think about that. You see Goku? He got lots of power, and so do they. Who the fuck created them? And why? There is a reason for everything. Daddy said it will be on earth as it was in heaven, and I've said this many times, and I will continue to say it. You're just going to be shocked as to why. You don't need to be a freak to be good. You don't need to be bald to be good. You need to be you to be good. And if you don't got good teachers, you're going to get beat up a lot. We had a lot of world wars. And this is not, it isn't done yet. And if you all don't get together, like I told you many times before in my stuff, my videos, my diary, home diary, I did it in handwriting, I did it in audio tapes, and now I'm doing it in videos. If you all don't get together, and I'm pretty sure you will, but if you don't, the star that is our sun, S-O-N versus S-U-N, is going to kill us. And then we will cease to exist. And those who know the S-U-N know that I'm not lying. It's going to take a lot of time, and I heard politicians say, it only took us 4 years to win World War II, and it takes us 8 years to figure out how to do anything. What's the problem? We like being peacocky. Get over it and get to work. I know you might be the brains and they're the feet, but Stop sucking off of them and get on with business. I can tell you a lot more than that, but get to business, because this is going to get really rough really fast as it's passing through me if you don't get it down shortly.